Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and we're going to use my Angel Answers card to get an overall energy for this reading. We have the situation will improve, so that's definitely positive. The situation will improve. We like to hear that. All right, so we're going to grab some tarot. And this reading may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do. If it does not, leave the parts that do not. And if you like this reading, please hit that like button and subscribe. We have 7 of Cups. We have the Hangman. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the 10 of Swords. Action, 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 action. And then the bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. Taking action, reaching out, communicating, taking those first steps. I feel like you have an idea. I feel like you have an idea for something. There's been a lot on your mind. I feel like you're tired. I feel like you're exhausted. I feel like you're trying to find, this Queen of Swords is sticking out for me. I feel like you're trying to find the solution to something. You're trying to figure something out. But you have a lot going on. And I feel like it's time for you to step back and see things from a different perspective. Sometimes when you're in the middle of something, that you can't really see the big picture. But I feel that this is something that you have to take an action on. If you want the situation to improve, you have to take actions to improve it. Even if you're not even sure what it is that you're supposed to do, I feel like if you do something, it's at least something, right? It gives you a direction. It tells you what you should do or tells you what you shouldn't do, right? Sometimes it's not even about figuring out what you should do, but you know what you shouldn't do. It could have to do with communicating and reaching out to someone. It could be, I feel like, is there a job opportunity or is there some kind of business or something that you're thinking about and you're like, well, should I or should I not? And I feel like maybe you've been wavering on that and you've been going back and forth. You're never going to know unless you try, right? You reach out and you communicate, or you put your resume out there, or you look into the situation and you say, okay, is this something that I want to do? You'll never know. Like, knowledge is power. If you at least, it doesn't even mean that you have to take the job, right? If you put your resume out there, or you ask about an opportunity, or you start looking into something and you start researching it and you start finding out more about it, it doesn't mean that you have to commit to it. It just means that you put it out there to find out exactly what's going on and you're getting that information. And then when you get more information, then you can decide, okay, is this something that I want to pursue, or is this something that I don't want to pursue? Is this something that I want to try? I mean, I've done that, definitely. You know, there's been different things on YouTube that I watched, you know, ways to make money and, you know, doing all these different things. And so I'll start to try a couple of them. And I'm like, you know what, this just isn't for me. But at least I tried and I have more knowledge about it. It also could be with a friendship or with a person, that there may be somebody that's on your mind, and or that the two of you have gotten into an argument or a disagreement, and you know, you're just like swirling around with all of these things, and you're like, okay, wait a minute, I need to find a solution for yourself. It doesn't necessarily mean for that person, but if it's something that is taking up a lot of space in your mind and in your head, then you're in charge of taking the steps, right, in this Ace of Wands and this Page of Wands, that you be the leader, right? You be the leader that you are, Capricorn being that leader. You be the leader and you take the steps and you say, okay, this is something that's important to me, and so I need to have resolution, or I have to have closure with this. It's not about the other person, it's about me, right? Putting your oxygen mask on first. The Empress and the Tower. All right. Growth comes from change. So I feel this Tower is a big one. Finding a solution, like with the Queen of Swords and the Tower. this change brings a lot of growth within yourself and a realization within yourself. And I feel like it's a big part of it is that you decide to step up to the plate and you're like, okay, I have to deal with this. I have to find this solution. And that was at the bottom, and the Lovers and the Nine of Cups. I love it. Is there something, for some of you, I feel like it's a job opportunity that you have to pursue. And for some of you, I feel like it's a relationship that you have to mend, or you have to have some, it could be someone new that you're interested in. Maybe it's about reaching out to that person, connecting. Take action to create this tower yourself. If there's a situation that you feel that is declining, or this situation, you know, like if you're in a situation and you feel that it's falling apart, right? If you're in a relationship and you're just like, okay, this just isn't working, or, you know, we're in this argument, or, you know, I can't live in this stress, I can't live in this anxiety anymore. So I'm not going to let this fester. I'm not going to give the control to this situation or this other person. I'm going to take the bull by the horns. I'm going to create this tower moment because I need closure and I need to deal with this, right? Because I feel like with the tower being next to the Lovers, it could be a friendship, a family member, a partnership, whatever. It could be a job that you're working at, right? But whatever the situation is, it's like, okay, I can't be in this I can't be in the Seven of Cups any longer. So I have to do something to change it. So I'm going to take the bull by the horns, and I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to reach out, right? I'm going to communicate. I'm going to get the ball rolling. I'm going to say, okay, this is what I need. This is what I want. This is what's bothering me. This is what I need to do. And the ball's in that person's court, but at least you've got it out of yours so that you don't have to deal with it. You are not in the Seven of Cups energy anymore. Nothing's going to happen if you don't take action. That's what I feel. That if there's a problem, then speak up about it. Say something about it. Yeah, it's not the easiest. It's easier said than done. But do you want to live in that energy or that frustration any longer? Do you want to stay in the Seven of Cups? I would think not. The situation will improve without a doubt because you're taking steps. And what happens? We have the Empress, the Tower, the Lovers, which is 3 major cards here. And what does that turn into? A Nine of Cups. Happiness, emotional fulfillment, feeling so much better, feeling relieved. Oh, I'm so glad that I said something, right? All right, let's grab a Animal Oracle card. Trust in divine detours. Trust in divine detours. Maybe you're like, you know, this is the last thing that I need to deal with. This is the last thing that I want to put up with. But again, maybe this detour is to head you right towards this Nine of Cups. Maybe it's you wanting to reach out for something that you don't normally do and tear down those walls and say, you know what, I'm going to be the first person to reach out. I'm going to reach out to this person first, right? Whether it's a job or it's a friend, family member, whatever this is, right? I'm going to make the step. I'm going to create this tower to this to gain that. That this is not what I want to deal with, but I have to handle it so that I can have that freedom. Taking control of your life and taking control of what it is that your life consists of and who you surround yourself with. Yes, it's good to sometimes take time to sit back and relax, but also if you want things to happen, you have to make them happen. All right, let's grab a Whispers of Healing. I was kind of feeling that card. You never know unless you try, right? Even if it doesn't come out the way that you wanted, at least you tried, so then you just make adjustments from there. Breathe. That's what I was kind of feeling when I said, the Nine of Cups. Breathing, right? Relaxing letting it go, letting go of the Seven of Cups, of that overwhelmment, feeling overwhelmed. And look at that. That's pretty cool. Look at that, how those two cards are the same there. Like they both, look how they're both almost like the same. They're two different decks. With the dolphins and setting yourself free, and with the mermaids or the women or whatever they are, reaching out towards up, right? That's pretty cool. So you began with that and you ended with that. The situation will improve and now you can breathe. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.